Mike.
Dave, how you doing?
All right, man.
Quiet. Shut the fuck up.
Dog.
We got a delay on you today.
What's that, Mike?
We got a slight delay on you.
There's a delay? What
Kind
do
of
you
clearing
mean?
up now. But when you first were on, your lips would move and then the sound would come out.
Oh,
What's going on, man?
it's like a kung fu movie.
So, you want to fight?
I'm making a robot. This is gonna have an eyeball.
Okay.
I haven't finished it yet. Actually, I just took it out of a box. I'm gonna make a there. It's done.
I'll give you a D for effort.
I'll draw on it later. I've been screwing around
How's
with
it going?
Huh?
How's it going?
I've been messing with computers all week, trying all these different operating systems, trying to get them really, really fast. I bought
That
it with
computer-
anyway. I found this way of really speeding shit up, and I'm just patting myself on the back for it.
Yeah, thanks for that laptop. That laptop's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right? They make
Yeah.
those are for kids. Those are
It's
the
nice though. It's like the keys are like nice and tight. Everything's like high tech. Like I got this new HP and the like keys are all like loose. You know, feels like shit. Feels like a toy.
Yeah.
That thing feels like nice and high tech. You know.
well, they give it to kids. I got
Yeah.
one. It's got bumpers all around, and it folds. Yeah, I got it right there. It's this is the one I took to Italy. This is the one we were doing. I put Tatooine on mine, but it does this, right?
Wow. Wow.
And it's a touchscreen, so now it's a
Nice.
tablet, right? So supposedly you're supposed to be able to put it like that, right? They call
Okay.
it the stand up, but it's known as the fall down. It always falls down. These things always go flying. So they're always broke here where the plug comes in.
Oh.
So I fixed this with super glue and baking powder. If you do both, it turns it almost like cement. So
Right.
anyway, it ain't pretty, but it works. And this thing's come apart. I could send you this guy. If you just Google it, you can find a PDF. It'll show you how to take every piece out of it and put it
Really?
back together. You can swap out shit. That's why I get them. I got like a pile of these, man. And that's what those are. Those are just pots. Yeah, you can get like lots of them on. And when Windows 11 is a thing, like solid, like next, there's gonna be Windows 10 boxes fucking everywhere. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, my room's gonna be like there'll be stacks of. I'll be like, ah.
What are you gonna do with them all?
I've been I've been fucking around with it. I turned one into a drum machine. It's just
Nice.
devoted to that. This one right here is just the podcast. I only break this out for the podcast, right? It's all set up to do it, right? And then when
Okay.
I'm done and I upload it to the thing, it goes back in the bag. There's one I got for banking. It's just a solid thing. It's all separate. I use Proton Mail, which is all encrypted email, and it's a tight little box, and that's all that fucking thing does, and then it goes back in its bag and shit. Should separate your stuff, you know. And then I got one that's just for foolishness, right? Where I fucking watch, movies and whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Subscribe to the fucking newsletter. Complain
Surfing the
about
web.
something. That one. The one I could just toss into, fuck you. Start over. New identity. New person. That anyway. People used to say that to me all my life when I bought that 2E. When I bought that Franklin.
I
What are you
said
going
it.
to do
What
with
are you
it?
gonna do with that?
Yeah.
He showed me the thing. What was it? What was the first one? Was it the Commodore or the Apple IIe?
It was the Franklin, that Franklin,
The Franklin.
which was a 2E clone.
What the hell is that? What are you gonna do with it? What does it do? I don't know.
Oh, I know it knew a lot about me, because Cheryl gave me that printout. I gave her my social, and she went to a creepy HR department, and it knew everything
Right.
about me. And I says, if
Yeah.
it's gonna know so much about me, I'm gonna have to learn a little something about it. So, haha. Now we all know. Oh, now we all.
Yeah, everybody knows everything.
Everybody knows everything about everything.
Oh,
It's the
Arr!
working on his
Poop
deck.
deck
Oh,
hit
no.
some rocks, boys.
He's sinking.
It hit some rocks, boys. Ah!
Well, this is better weather than yesterday's anyway for working on that.
Ah, you swabs. What's up?
What you got? What are you burning?
Ah,
What's the fire over there?
burning deck.
Ah,
Burning deck.
That was probably before
Burning
treated.
old deck bits.
Or was it? I don't think that was treated lumber.
It is treated.
Is it? Go get a faceful of that smoke.
It was
see what
treated
happens.
lumber. I replaced. I put these in myself. Well, it's a lot of steam.
Really?
It's all soaking wet.
Well, that's awful.
Yeah.
I hate to install
that's
boards.
the environmental friendly version of
Yeah.
pressure treated lumber. It doesn't last as long as the old fashioned poison pressure treated.
Yeah, I used to guard that place. BB&S treated lumber.
No, I put these boards in myself.
Yeah.
So I'm already replacing bits that I've already replaced. So what's new?
Your deck.
Oilers 5-1 last night. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Fucking Oilers.
Yeah, that's my deck.
Edmonton,
Yeah.
baby.
It
Isn't
could
that
make
where
me a hockey fan.
Isn't that where Camping with Steve
Yeah.
comes from? Alberta?
I don't know.
Edmonton?
Alberta, for sure.
Are you guys talking sports?
We were talking about Camping with
I know.
Steve.
Who'd
From
figure,
Alberta.
huh?
Oh, yeah.
Go figure. Mike and George talking sports.
When yeah, he got a passport. Steve went camping outside near the passport place. So I guess he'll be camping. I don't know. God knows where.
Other countries.
You mean
probably America.
outside the European Union? What?
No, outside of
He's-
Canada. You know?
Oh. Steve?
Yeah.
Oh,
The last one. The last one was he went camping.
in a garage.
Yeah, in an awful garage. And there was a security guard there sleeping in a chair.
Right there, too. He's like right there.
He gets way too nervous about that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever see that movie about the guy that walked across the Twin Towers? Remember that high-rise guy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a documentary on that, right?
Mhm.
And there's a part where he says he looked right at the security guard. The security guard looked at him. He's at a desk, and he thought he was screwed. The guy never did anything. Because the guy, I know, if I was that guard, I'd be like, nope, I don't even see you, man. You just keep going wherever you're gonna go. You know, fucking have fun. I think George jumped his phone in the fire.
Yeah. What's this?
So I got my we were halfway done with that book.
Which one?
That Sedgwick guy. That's the one who.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking trip. They have
Is it?
all the Earth is plugged into
what happened?
one consciousness. Like every human on Earth is like one consciousness. They're all. But these the other ones, they're all by the asteroid belt by the Oort cloud.
Ah,
Right? And they have they get reprogrammed. They have like 4 personalities, and it's based on an Aborigine hunting group.
Go figure.
You get when you go out, you send 4 people out on a hunting group, right? And they all take on these certain. They just naturally take on this certain like a role in a group.
Oh,
One's a
yeah.
leader, one's a warrior, one's a clown, and one's a mystic, right?
We have
And
the
one
same-
guy
we have,
just drinks beer.
we have the same thing.
He stays in the village.
We relate it to Gilligan's Island.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's always like, which
Yeah.
one of you is the professor, which one is Gilligan, and which one is the skipper,
Well, Gilligan's the
every
clown.
work crew,
Eh,
every crew
And which
on,
one's Marianne?
well, we don't have that on work. But I've noticed that too. Every time, every crew, because like, I work in the big city with people of different ethnicities from all over the world, and they speak different languages. But you can always tell, like, there's the guy who works really hard, keeps his mouth shut. There's the guy who's joking all the time. There's the guy who's looking at his phone all the time. There's like all the different, all those same different personalities show up in work crews. Carpenters, paint crews, masons, you name it. Those same 4 personalities from the hunting group show up in those in any work crew that you're going to deal with.
Anyway, Sedgwick is wild.
Cedric.
Cedric. He's a sci-fi author.
That's all I talk about. I've been talking like 3 weeks. That's the
Oh,
one
there
that
he
did
is.
that one in Death, Love, and Robots.
Oh yeah,
That writer.
yeah.
So anyway, it's a beautiful summer morning
Yeah.
now. Not humid, but not too hot because the sun's not out.
Oh, it's nice. Nice. My sister, Colleen and Glenn are having their record release party today at the brewery in Woodstock. I'm going to that.
That's a nice place.
Yeah. Yeah. Good beer.
Going to a brewery.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So how many? Is this? This is not their first one, is it? It's
Their first as the duo as Tex and Yo, yeah. I mean, he's on a lot of records, but this is their first.
I thought they had released one before
No,
the two.
they made like some homemade ones that weren't like official. Like a Christmas one where they did they did Christmas songs, but they put them to like the Christmas lyrics to rock songs, like Rudolph the Reindeer, to the Who's Boris the Spider, for instance.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Cool. Are they on Spotify?
No, but they probably will be. This record probably will be.
Oh, good.
Yep.
I shall for sure listen.
I
don't think I could get out tonight to do that. I got too many pending things, but
Yeah.
that sounds like a good time, and
Super
it's at a
Six.
great place.
Yep, they
You
always
know?
have good. They always have some kind of good truck food there. Every time I've been there, they've had a good truck food. So yeah, it'll be a good time. Looking forward to it.
So what do you think of Mint?
Where's
What do you think
Hey?
of that operating system?
Linux?
Yeah.
I haven't delved into it like you would delve into it. I've been just using it, and it seems to run pretty
No,
smooth.
that's what I mean. You
I've been
it's
watching-
supposed to be using it. You don't delve it. What do you mean delve?
You delve.
I don't know, like you
It's
would
a
do
delve.
it, like you'd like delve.
No, there's nothing to
you'd
it.
open the hood and you'd be underneath there, tweaking the motor and stuff like this.
Oh,
and
you ain't got to tweak
I
it.
haven't,
No, there's no tweaking.
yeah.
You have to do that with Windows.
That's what
You have to take Windows and throw it
I
against
wouldn't
the
be
fucking wall.
qualified. Yeah. But it seems to run very smoothly, and I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
an unlimited
No tweaking,
supply
no
of
delving, no
underground
diving,
movies,
no
and I
jumping.
can watch and
no yelling, no screaming.
old classic. Yeah. Seems to work well with the Facebook and
Yeah.
the YouTube
Yep, whatever
and
you
the
want.
Google, and
That
it's
that
I
computer will be
got to
slow.
hook up this Spotify to it. I have yet to hook it up to the Spotify. Have you seen how it works with Spotify yet?
No, I'm not gonna lug around a laptop to listen to music, man.
Oh, I do. I
Do you?
put it on. It's like ambient music
Oh,
in the
you're
house.
like a
I got like a
boombox. You
Bluetooth
just have it
speaker,
up by your head.
and I just like let it.
Yeah.
It's the soundtrack to my life, man.
It's a
You know?
soundtrack to.
But I'm cooking up the beanie weenies for the evening sup. You know, put on some music, man. Unlimited Zappa tunes and all that other stuff. You know, I don't know, something to do. You know, that's how I roll. You know. Speaking of which, how we roll here. Where's our friend Mike C. this morning?
There's a
Did he give notice, or is he?
nope, not under here.
Yeah,
Who knows? Who knows with that guy?
yeah,
I don't know.
He's a man of mystery.
yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I got this really cool. It's about yay big. It's a Bluetooth speaker, and it's wicked loud. And he just puts his phone near it, and he can play tunes all day. It's wicked loud. Blast them. I don't know.
I have one decent. It's about the size and shape of this cup. I have one, and it works really well. And JBL, I think, makes it.
Ah.
And it takes a lot of abuse. I mean, they make one this big. I mean, the size of a stage amp.
Oh
But
yeah.
if you want to go to the beach and annoy the fuck out of everybody who doesn't want to listen to your shitty playlist, yeah, I've seen that done last year when I was at
I've
Charleston
seen it every
Beach.
year
Someone
of my
had one of
life.
those JBL, and the thing was just crank on some awful fucking pop nonsense, you know, and just thanks a lot, you know, ruining my fucking beach experience with this fucking nonsense, you know.
It's not just the beach, George. I got it going down the highway. I got it in town. I got like where I'm sitting by the road. Big, deep bass. I can hear these fucking cars coming from like a mile away. It's just the banging just gets louder and the things vibrate, man. Fucking sometimes these people are vibrating shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
They got a custom
Hear me
shop
roar.
They-
Hear me roar. No one else takes me seriously. So hear me roar going down the highway,
Yeah. Playing gangster rap.
whether you
Turn
like
on
it or
the-
not.
They got a custom shop in town. So these guys, they get those really the rims with the really thin tires, the rubber pot, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
they got the other shit where
22s.
where it glows
I got
underneath.
22s. Yeah.
And then the
So
sound
once
system.
you hit a curb or something,
the
you
sound
wreck
system.
$1,000 rim on running over a curb or something like that. I'm sorry.
I see these guys in
What was that?
traffic with like these really, these big trucks, big pickup trucks, and they're all shiny, and they've got chrome rims. They've got those special fancy rims, and they've never been used as a pickup truck at all.
Oh no, they would
They've never
no.
had any-
No scratches in the
Horrors.
bed. No fucking way, man.
No, it's just a costume of a truck.
You just come up to him, right, with a cinder block. Hey, you want this? And run like a motherfucker.
Jesus.
Then run.
Just put like a 2x4 in front of the truck. They'll wreck their $1,000 rim on a fucking 2x4 going over. Put a nasty dent in it.
I
Just
got a
not
pickup
tossing-
truck, so I look like I have a pickup truck, not so I actually have a pickup truck. I just
No.
want to look like I have one. I'm manly. It's my manly costume.
And of course, there's
They're
a lot
just
of
like
those.
mostly like.
There's
I
a
mean,
lot
these
of,
things are mostly like vanity vehicles. I mean, really. I mean, unless
Oh,
you
yeah.
actually have a use for them, if you're just strutting around town like a douchebag, it's just some disgusting vanity vehicle. It's
Yep.
like
Yeah, he could have had a sports car, but
unless
no.
you got
He wanted a truck.
use them for work or whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, I used to fuck.
Yeah, I mean, just
I used
if
to
you want to
customize
advertise
vans
you're a
for Christ's sake.
douchebag, you just drive a fucking Corvette. It's,
Oh, I'm all for it. If you want to do that, that's great.
Sorry.
Fucking, why not? I used to fuck around with my cars when I was young. I don't do it no more because I'm fucking old. But I mean, I was always fucking around with my car.
Yeah,
I was
but-
always doing shit to it. What the fuck? I remember one time it was brilliant.
but
Put a
but
fucking
it wasn't.
can opener on the side of my car. They said, "Why did it's all these
Yeah,
sheep
because it.
Because I could.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a driveway queen. It's like.
That's me. I
I
had
gotta
sheet metal
do-
screws. I was fucking crazy about those things. What else could I screw to my
Oh,
car?
I know, like rivets. Fabricate my own body panels and
Oh,
put
yeah,
them
you
in
were an
rivets
animal,
and
man.
things like that. Paint over.
You were doing
Cement.
shit. You were doing some
Remember the
wicked
Cement-mobile?
unnecessary stuff, George. I
Cement,
seen
yep.
you.
Yeah, and then drive it
They had a car that
with
was
the can opener on the side.
back end
The
was all
bottle
cement.
opener.
They didn't have any fiberglass.
Oh, that was my brother. Yeah. Yeah.
The cement mobile. That thing was indestructible.
I had an
Yeah.
F-350. That fucker was great. You guys put it
Yeah.
around with me one day. I
That
turned
was
one of the
nice.
utility boxes into a cooler.
Yeah, we was sitting up in George Washington Management area one time.
Trying
It's like
to
four of
climb a
us in the
hill.
cab. Sit there, we just found a place to park, and along comes the DEM boys. They come up, walking up on either side of the cab. They, hands on their
Yeah.
pocket cannons right here, ready to draw on us and stuff, just because there are four guys in a pickup truck getting high and stuff.
We should have been outside with a fishing pole getting high.
Ah,
Then they leave you alone. You're not getting high, you're fishing. You got a license. You can flip. That's it.
ah.
Did you guys ever lie on your fishing license? Like your
Ever what?
occupation?
No.
Oh yeah, Spacerman or something.
I was an astronaut. Yeah, I had that for years. I was an astronaut. Fucking occupation astronaut. When did I put fisherman?
One time we got pulled over in North Providence,
Here's Mikey.
and the cop is asking us what's your occupation, and
Oh, that.
I think you said fisherman, and I said carpenter, and John said none.
None?
And I couldn't help laughing because I was trying not to laugh.
Yeah, I know,
But
right?
you don't look like a nun, The guy got really mad at me and insulted because I laughed at him for not having a job, but that wasn't it. I was laughing at him because I thought
He
it
said none.
like Sister Mary John,
I know. Where's your habit?
Yeah. He had a lot of bad habits.
Mike, what occupation did you put on your fishing license?
Fishing
Mike
license?
Howard.
Yeah.
Fishing license?
What did your occupation did you put? Yeah. What you put on? What occupation did you put on?
I haven't had a fishing license in a few years.
Well, when you did have
Yeah,
one,
neither have I.
what was your occupation?
Anyway, that was a pretty funny story.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you not get busted in the woods. It was like the cooler was in the woods. The bear, if I heard DM or anybody coming, the bear went into the woods. A lot of woods, and then they just sit there just sit there with my pole. They come by. I didn't even have bait on the hook because I didn't feel like catching nothing. I just was getting drunk.
Yeah.
I had a light in the water, but I didn't want nothing to bite it. I was just sitting in there. Yeah, it's all theater. Yeah, but if you're cramped in a Volkswagen with four other guys, like what the fuck, Just can't be. This can't happen.
Now you can. I don't know. I guess pot's legal, but I don't know if you can smoke in public.
Oh, there's a bunch of places you can't, like pots and stuff. Nah, I bet you George Washington you can't. That's on the list of shit you can't
No, no public places.
do. No joy.
0 public places.
I
If
was,
you're not alone in your fucking bedroom or in your basement, then they don't want you smoking at all.
I had schnapps one night up at George Washington. This is a long time ago, and they wanted me to dump it, right? So I'm just chugging it, right? And the lady's there, the DEM lady, she's going, "Sir, sir," and I'm going, "Glug, glug, glug, glug." Yeah, I dumped it. Yeah, I think I burped too.
Yeah. Well, same. Yeah, all the same rules apply to public drinking. You can't public smoke anywhere. Not even like places where you may get away with smoking a cigarette. You can't smoke
What
the
about vaping?
marijuana.
What about
I don't
vaping?
know. I guess vaping
Fine.
has similar rules.
Well,
Like you
eat
can't
gummy
really do that
in
like in
public.
shops and stuff.
I'll just walk into a shop and eat a gummy.
For
I'll go to
everybody.
George Washington
Yeah.
without a fishing pole and pop that gummy down my throat right in front of the cop. Take that, motherfucker.
I remember eating a whole lot of fruit going up into Canada at the border.
Oh yeah.
Had to eat all the fruit, man. They wouldn't let you take it in.
No.
Ain't
Oh,
throwing
yeah,
all
you gotta
that
down
fruit
it.
away.
Well, hide it.
Yeah.
You can hide it.
Same thing at the
Long dump.
Arizona California border too. Once upon a time.
Yeah.
I'm
A
a
lot of
fruit
dumps in Canada.
mule.
We had to get rid of our palmetto leaf that Kermit and this other dude put this big palmetto leaf in the back window of the van when we were going to California. It looked like a big giant pot leaf. And then they found this bumper sticker somewhere while I was sleeping. And they put this bumper sticker on the van that said Marijuana Growers Union, local number 13, right?
Ah.
Right above that was this big palmetto leaf in the back window. And
Smart.
we're driving across Texas. And
Real
the
smart.
cop was following us for a long time. And he finally pulled us over. I'm like, oh shit, I was doing the speed limit like 2 hours. This guy's behind me. And I'm just doing the speed limit, staying between the lines and being really careful, you know. He finally pulls us over. We get up in the back of the van, and I look down and see that stupid bumper sticker and the palmetto leaf. We kept it. I mean, we got away with it. He let us go eventually, but we got to the Arizona California border, and they're like, "You can't have that. That's got to go." They didn't care about the bumper sticker. They wanted our palmetto leaf. You can't bring that into California.
You should have got the bumper sticker that said, "Pull me over now.
Yeah.
Criminals on board."
Well, they did.
He did. That's exactly the bumper sticker.
Hey,
Fucking
remember our friend? Remember our friend Bob with his van and the,
Oh,
and
Bob.
the spray painting? Our friend Bob,
Bob Biscudeski, right?
who maybe. I was going to say we should maybe not use his last name, but
Why not?
he had quite a van.
He
Had
spray
quite a-
painted his van.
some spray painted Logans.
His van, not anybody
Yes,
else's.
Yes.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't vandalize.
Hell no. Last time I saw him, he was taking a turtle off of Snake Hill Road, and he had traffic behind him. So I stopped, and I had traffic behind me, and he was walking. He looked at me as he's taking. He says, "These things happen." He goes. He put it down. It actually was the last time I saw him. It was right up there by where he lived.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a hell of a nice guy.
Yep.
No, I remember the logos. He was very brave. He had logos on his van. You know, he had painted pot leaves and, you know, slogans like Toke and Led Zeppelin and things
He's very
like that.
expressive.
Yes. Very brave to ride around
He
back
wanted
then
the world to
in
know.
the 70s.
Yeah, he was proud.
Yes.
Proud of himself. I was proud of him too. Yeah, I was like that. Yeah, yeah, I was like, like the yeah. I don't know. I saw it at the wreck. I'm like, yeah, all right, man.
Yeah.
It's like it was like a flag. It was like
I had a,
running around Bob's van.
I had a Volkswagen that I bought off my brother, and he had painted the Led Zeppelin 4 symbols on the sides.
Cool. I missed that.
That was
I
kinda
never saw
cool.
that.
Ah,
I
Had
want-
wooden
right.
bumpers that were painted black.
That's cool.
Painted black.
Yeah, I got pulled over by a cop, and I asked him what he pulled me over for. He said, "You don't have any bumpers." I said, "What?" And I went around, and I looked down, and I just put my foot on it. I said, "No bumper? What's this?" He felt pretty foolish.
Then he shot you.
I see a bumper and I want to paint it black.
well, technically, you're not supposed to make any modifications on your car. It's illegal in many states to make any modifications like that.
What about a
So I
can
suppose
opener?
It's kind of like selective enforcement.
I installed a can opener
Yeah,
on the
any
hood.
modification.
It's the land of the free.
Or the
I'm-
bottle opener.
I'm
Was it a can or the
modify my
bottle
truck
opener, right?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
I already modified my truck. I put racks
Ah.
on it. I put cap on it. I put lettering on it. I modified my truck all over the place.
And the
This
roof-
day, you just
So we're in
walked
all in
into
a
the
state of lawlessness. You're in a state of lawlessness at all times if they can fuck with you if they really wanted to.
That's how they want it.
I shoot silly
Ah.
string out the sunroof.
I'm a criminal. Dave's a criminal with his silly string.
Silly string.
He's a criminal. He's
Silly string
not a
everywhere.
hardened criminal. He's a silly criminal.
That's being arrested, being charged with being silly. Being
Yes.
charged first degree
Silly
silliness.
during church hours.
No, church was always a
What
good
the
place to be
hell?
silly. Church is a great place to be silly if your brother is an altar boy.
Don't get too
Ah.
silly though.
I used to
Very
try. My
bad.
brother was an altar boy. I used to try and make him laugh when he was up on the stage there. You know,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
he'd get so pissed at me.
Oh, big laughs. Oh, it was
he hated
hard.
me. He hated
Those are
me.
the best laughs ever.
The forbidden laugh when you're not supposed to
Oh
laugh,
no.
and your brother's down there making faces at you.
Yeah. Did you ever get the one where you just go bop like that, but really loud, just that, and then everything's shit, then nothing's funny, but you let out that one loud one like pop like that, and it echoed through the fucking church, and everybody's looking at you, and now you're fucked, and now nothing's funny.
You know, it was when they ring the bell. Me and my cousin used to look at each other and go, "Ice cream truck." Yeah, fuck, that was it, man.
Very nice.
So yeah, you look.
No, I only have.
You go look for the guy. So they're gonna the priest is gonna give you the host. You know, so you're looking for your. You want to hoping your brother is the one with the holding the little tray. You know, try and make him crack up then. Well, he's holding.
Oh,
the
with
tray.
the wafers.
Yeah, yeah.
The yeah,
The Wafers.
the host.
Oh.
Wafer thin.
Body of Christ.
Yes. Only a wafer
That's
thin.
right.
Paper thin wafers. You
Made in
heathen.
Smithfield. Is it like 98% of all those things are made in Smithfield next
The
to St.
Kavanaugh
Philip
Company.
Smith? Yeah.
That's what I've heard. Can't
What are they
say
made
for
out of?
sure. Seems
We
like
rode the bus with those kids.
oh yeah. It's like
Yeah, they
famous
make
almost.
Cellulose. Is it 100% cellulose?
No, they're delicious. We used to
It's
fucking
just
eat them.
flour and water. It's
No, I don't know
Just
if they
flour
are.
and
They're
water,
pretty good actually.
really.
We used to eat
they were the
reams of
body
them
of
at
Christ.
OLP. We found them. And they had the munchies, so we're like, ah. It's all right, man. They stick. You mix that dough in your mouth. Yeah,
You heathen.
we ate them, but we couldn't.
the
can't
keep-
body
get
of
that.
Christ compels you.
Yeah, I'm holy as hell,
Hey.
man. I ate reams of. I ate like sleeves of them. So, fucking hey, I'm going in.
Your
Front of the
entire
line.
Your entire digestive tract is holy.
Undigested Jesus.
Your
Your
colon,
large
your holy
colon.
colon. Hey, there's a name for your
Jesus
podcast.
lied.
The holy colon.
Holy colon.
Jesus wept, man.
Ah! Ah! Stop.
Stop.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit! It just keeps giving.
If they keep
Oh.
giving.
I
No
don't know about
fiber.
you, but my hemorrhoids were healed.
Jeez.
Miracle.
Imagine, imagine trying to squeeze out that log. No fiber.
It's a miracle.
That's a
Damn.
Jesus. That's a holy Jesus fart,
Oh
man.
fuck.
Woo.
Yep. So I did that.
Yeah. Oh, we lost George again.
You get struck down.
Yeah,
You went
right?
too
Yeah.
far.
Hit by
Uh-oh.
lightning.
We all
You
start
went too
disappearing
far.
now.
I tell you what, man. We're when George got married, we're up there on that stage, and EJ is holding this crucifix over George and Joy, and we're standing up on the altar. And I said, "Boy, if he doesn't get hit now, then it's all a myth." EJ of all people, like, yep, lightning doesn't strike now; it's all a myth.
They had
Lightning
some
didn't
weird
strike.
relics in there, huh?
Yeah.
That was a weird looking church. It's like something like I don't know what those things were. There was a lot of them though. There was just like these really I don't know what
You
were
gotta
those
have
things.
holy relics, man. And that's what makes the place holy.
Yeah, but I mean it'd be like some scary shit, like somebody saved this from when the Turks killed everybody, stuff like that, It's
Yes.
just weird. I mean,
I
it's just
stuck
there
it up
was-
my ass
Supposedly,
so they wouldn't keep it.
because the only place you could hide it, his ass.
Yeah, I suppose there's a lot of shit like that, just think of all that shit the Vikings used. The monasteries and the churches were their prime targets, man. They go in there, take all that. That's where all the gold stuff was.
yeah.
Crucifixes and the chalices,
Yeah,
all that
We went
jazz.
to one of those places near what's the name of that lake? Glendalough in Ireland, and there was a monastery there, and they had a tower where the monks would climb up in the tower and pull up the ladders and hide from the Vikings. Vikings would take everything, burn everything, and they would try and starve the guys out up in the tower. It's pretty wild. It's still there.
Did it work?
No, they got him eventually.
Good idea, though, I guess. What else are you going to do?
They waited him out. They ran out of food and all. They finally got him.
yeah, that's how you do it.
So they hung around just long enough to kill him, or were they hiding all the good shit up there, too?
Oh, they probably had good shit up there too. Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah,
probably had gold and everything. The gold that they took, the collections and all that from the tribes people around them.
people
Yeah,
stealing
pretty
from
wild
people.
place. It's in a beautiful valley with this beautiful lake.
And all this blood everywhere.
Yeah, the ground is soaked with blood.
Loch Ness monster.
The Glendalough monster.
Yeah, the real monsters.
The Viking monsters.
The monsters are real.
Yeah.
It's true.
Lizard people.
You guys
Yeah.
you got hardcore history series about Vikings. Did you hear that one? That was pretty
Yeah.
interesting, right?
Yeah.
The year 800, 870 and all that. That's when this
Sure.
this monastery we went to, that's when that was all happening. Ireland was taken over by Vikings. Dublin itself is
Was. Yeah.
was a Viking city. Dublin is a Viking word. Yeah, a lot of Viking stuff up there.
Did you see that picture, that depiction on what somebody thought a Viking really looked like?
It looked like Hagar. It looked just like
Hagar
Hagar,
the
man.
Horror.
No, we kind of picture these, 6'7", long flowing hair and like just real, but this was like, it was like the opposite of that. Fat guy. Kind of funny.
Look like Gimli, son of Glowin. About the same height. All filthy.
We picture him, the horns flowing, big swords. This guy was, all unshoveled.
You picture horny men with long flowing hair. Is that what I'm getting from you?
This guy was This guy was overweight and disheveled, and
Have you seen any of the modern depictions of Vikings, like in those supposedly historical type movies recently?
Yeah.
They look like punks. They look like punk rockers.
Punk rockers.
They got mohawks and they got their heads shaved on the side. And
George fell off the world again, eh?
yeah,
Get too close to that fire.
he ought to use the laptop you gave him.
Probably doesn't know how. He knows what he knows. He's too
Pretty
busy
simple.
tearing fucking wooden decks apart, man. Puzzle over that thing.
The perpetual deck replacement.
Yep, you got one
It's
life size,
unbelievable.
man. You've married it.
It's unbelievable. I think it's because the sun. It faces the sun. It gets the sun all day, and it just degrades everything.
Oh yeah. Yep. Exactly what it
It's a
is.
huge deck too.
He's working on that deck
There's a lot
every
of
single
it.
year.
Yeah, there's a lot of deck there.
A deck.
Oh man.
And the original was, he's still got some original parts on it, and they're just like stub rights that just go down to dirt. There's nothing, no cement under them. It just things collapsing, and the guys
my
who built
God.
his house, like it's a cool house, but they were drinking while they were working in there. We found all kinds of cans, empty beer cans, when we were tearing out the bathroom up there. Your house, George.
Oh yes,
The guys
I
who
still
built your
run
house,
across beer cans.
Still. You ain't
I
found
dig,
the
I
ball
dig
yet?
in the yard. Yeah, I dig in the yard, and there's like piles of Budweiser cans
Jeez.
stashed everywhere.
Good God.
Under the deck, there were tons of them. Every time I dig around under there. Oh well. At
that's
least
why
they
it's
kept
built.
themselves occupied.
That was that's weird. Just
That's why it's built like. That's why it's collapsing on you now.
That's right.
all the beer kids have
Right.
rusted away.
Endless repairs.
Just think 50 years from now, they're going to find better beer cans.
But
Yeah.
beer cans still. For
Beer
sure.
cans you can't crush.
Maybe better beer, but beer
Better
cans
beer.
still.
Better
Yeah,
beer.
I'm repairing my repairs now. I mean, like some of these things,
Yeah, you do that.
I've been repairing my repairs because they're not. I don't know. We'll see.
I built a whole new one, and I watched this deteriorate into fucking shit. It took about 25 years, but that was treated lumber and all that. Sun just killed
25 years. I lie awake at night dreaming of a deck lasting 25.
Well, rebuild it. Rebuild the whole thing, and then
Yeah.
then wait 25
Sure.
years.
More like 5 for where George's deck is. It's like in the direct sun. It's just I've never seen wood rot so fast. Go bad so
Does.
fast.
That deck
Yeah,
you
I
have
had
on the
some
front of
shit.
your house, Mike, that's been there since you moved in, right?
Oh,
That
yeah.
thing's still in good shape, right?
That's the old school poison pressure treated. It's not
The
the
old
green version.
creosote. No.
Whatever that shit was that you can't do anymore.
Copper and
Wood.
cyanide or something.
Yeah,
think they both
cyanide
have-
was an element of it for sure.
I think they both have copper as a rot resistant.
But have one of them forever chemicals with just ton of carbon in it, carbon atoms strung together. It'll be around. It'll survive induction.
What do they call that new miracle material? The carbon graphene. It's like a
Graphene.
single layer. Yeah, I was like watching this thing, or they're trying to puncture like a layer of this stuff with like steel beams and stuff like this. It's insanely strong for what it
Really?
was.
Cool.
Yeah,
Make my
It's very
car out of
different.
that.
they can't make it at industrial level yet, but they're working on it. It's like the new miracle material.
Yeah. They'll never give it to us.
I want to
But you can have it.
You can't have it. It lasts
Right.
too long, George. You can't have shit that lasts long. They're killing the
That's
guy who
true.
invented that right now.
There's no planned obsolescence, and there's not worth making.
That's right.
Yes.
I mean, that just by nature, you know, you're in trouble. You do something like that. Don't make that. Don't invent that. You want to live a long
have
and
like a-
happy life.
Graphene covered deck, just like walk out there, and you could actually see through it because it's kind of it's like transparent.
Oh, you get clothes. You can wear
And then
clothes, graphene
fuck.
clothes,
Walk around on it, and
graphene
these
shoes.
bulletproof graphene vests that you wouldn't even notice on people.
Yeah.
Like a layer of
You
graphene.
get shot in the chest and go, ha ha, graphene.
I remember my folks.
Anyways.
Remember my house that my folks hired somebody to build that addition bedroom on there,
Oh yeah.
and they didn't put any vent underneath the bedroom. And I remember my folks saying, "You better put some vents under there, right?" And they're like, "Nah, because they had a crawl space. They go, you don't need any vents." And I remember my dad, like a few years later, like waist deep, pulling out the floor, replacing the floor. It just
Oh,
was
boy.
airflow, lack of airflow.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, never
Yeah.
start digging around the tub
They hired, but
unless you want a career.
Yeah, we have a crawl space. Same thing. I had to rip out all the floors, the joists, everything. Because it's a crawl space, you can't get underneath it and fix anything. You have to rip it out from above. I replaced it all with pressure treated everything. It'll last longer than me, I hope.
it won't be long.
I don't want to deal with it if it doesn't.
Well,
Yeah,
anyway,
miserable job, miserable work.
Yep.
it is. I become less and less tolerant of it. I was telling Mike yesterday that in the heat of the day yesterday, I was pulling up the boards on the deck, and I had to stop after each one of them because I was succumbing to heat exhaustion. I'm just trying to pull those fuckers
You
up.
gotta be careful, man. You gotta
Yeah.
be careful out in that shit, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm in a fucking old fucking redneck sap, dupe of the masses. Hope.
That's when you see the ambulances go through town. You hear them. Oh, geez, I wonder
Yeah.
who's out there replacing their deck
No,
today.
George has got it right. You gotta keep moving, man. Just keep moving. Don't stop moving.
Yeah.
You stop moving, you're fucked. Then you can't get moving
We're talking
again.
about stopping moving. It's just stopping replacing decks in the
Yeah, just
90-degree.
you
You
want to
can move
stop,
a lot
but
in
your
nice
deck's
cool
broken.
water or something.
Yeah.
Go to the beach and move a lot in the water.
Make a sand castle. Make a big castle, and then smash it, and then go home.
Then go home.
That's the
In the winter.
Who's out? Who's out there doing too much?
See, people
Yeah.
think that winter is dangerous, and it is. Too much shoveling, will kill you. But some
Oh,
of it can be
shoveling, yeah.
dangerous too. Heat's dangerous too.
Yeah,
It's for real.
Yeah,
it sneaks up on you fast too.
yeah.
I asked my hot doctor, "Could I shovel snow?" He went like this.
Yeah.
That's what he did. Yeah, I saw it through the
How
corner
can
of
you
my eye.
ask? How much did he pay? Did you have to pay him for that advice, man? This is $350 for going.
It's one of those things you try not to think
You
about.
shovel snow? I
That's
go like
billable
this.
advice right there. Billable medical advice.
Well, I didn't know.
Maybe it was telling you how to shovel the snow.
Yeah, that's me throwing money at someone. You throw money at people. Money, there's your money. Go do that.
I don't know where you're
Shovel
from, Doc, but around here the snow gets too deep just to do this.
I had a neighbor. Who was shoveling snow. It was it was good. It was a good snowdrop. And he was shoveling and he decided to go take a nap. He just had to go lay down. Just felt like he was gonna fall asleep. So he went and took a nap, never woke up from shoveling snow.
Yeah.
I'm glad he had that pot that he didn't just, I mean, that's nice. That's a nice touch. You could have just gone face down in the snow, right? That'd have sucked.
Right.
Yeah.
Or not. I mean, I guess it don't matter where, right? The off switch.
Well, I mean, at that point, what would it matter if he just went face first, or if he went to go?
Yeah,
take
it would
a
be
nap?
better for other people
mean-
because you wouldn't be inside, in the warm air. You'd be on ice.
When you think when you think you're doing the right thing by going taking a break and then you're dead anyway, I mean, you should have just kept going and fallen on your face.
Yeah, go out like a warrior.
False sense of hope. Jeez.
That's all it is, right? False sense of hope. It's been going on my whole life. It's been a false sense of hope, So it's I'm getting larger. I think I can see something on the horizon. Not quite sure.
What's
sure.
that?
My dad was out raking the yard, burning wood, and he said, "I just got to take a nap." Went in and laid down on the couch, and that was it.
Napping's good.
Well, at least
He had a fire just like yours, George. He had a fire going just like yours.
Buck. George,
Hey.
you better stay awake, man. Don't fucking lay down. You're too reclined as it is. You might take a nap. You better stay awake.
Stop napping. Don't
that's a
go like
semi,
invasion of the body snatchers, man.
That's a semi-death position right there.
Fuck. Sit
Yes.
up, George.
Sit up straight.
I
Give
can't,
him a whopper. Somebody
I
give him a
can't do it.
whopper.
I can't do it. How are you feeling? Better. Better get a bucket up.
What you know, boy? It's life off in.
Man,
Back to the
it hit
weight room.
100 degrees up here the other day.
Yeah.
Where I was, too.
So what did you do, Mike? Stay inside with the air conditioning and crank the air conditioning?
I drove Uber. I don't have air conditioning in the house, but I drove Uber and stayed in the car for a while with AC. And then I came home, did a little stuff, but I couldn't do much out there. 100 degrees and humidity.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I worked all day in it.
I was outside, but I wasn't really
Those days,
working.
By the time I got home.
It was hot. Yeah, it was hot. So it's all right, man. I got that thunderstorm. I got to sit outside through that. That was fun. 4 to 8.
Yeah.
Those are
Just the
great.
time I'm in there.
Those are great.
Little glass box in the middle of a fucking field. There's like one came down pretty close. You just look at it and go, that's nice.
We gave this guy a ride in that heat, and he was out there working. He was putting in he was doing outside construction work, right? This big dude, and I'm like, couldn't you put it off for a day or two? And he goes, no, I'd get too far behind. So I gave him a ride to the local Cumberland Farms, and he came out with like 2 bags of ice and about 8 Gatorades and a bucket. And I said, man, take it easy, dude. Dropped him back off there. He goes, yeah, I take a lot of breaks in the shade,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't put it off. He had to get it done,
Yeah. That's why I was where I was. Get too
Yep.
far behind. You're holding up the whole project. you start holding up other people, and you know they have a deadline when they're supposed to close on the house and all this.
Project Life.
Yep. Well, when it's that hot, I don't eat lunch. I just drink water, and I just, you know, try not to move too fast. Try not to overheat.
Yeah.
Just work steady.
Try not to go
Those
inside and take a nap.
People that live in those really hot places, they don't work during the day.
I don't know, just
Yeah.
mad dogs and Englishmen work in the noonday sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, over in Italy,
They
they
hang
just
around.
take
They
a siesta, right?
Yeah.
well, they stay.
you don't wanna
they stay
work.
really still.
Southern Italy, Northern Italy, they don't, not so much.
Well, in the south where it's hot.
Oh yeah, 1 o'clock. That's it. Forget it. You can't. No store. Nothing. Everything just shuts down. Everybody goes home. I mean, that's it. Your work day's like that. Imagine that. You go home for 4 hours and then come back to work, finish it up.
That's smart.
Yeah. Well, it has to do before AC. You know. I mean, and now it's not even
Yeah.
really that widespread.
So you go home, eat lunch, give the wife a pickle tickle, and go back to
Nap in front of a fan. That's what I used to do. I mean, I did that. Yeah, it got brutal. It gets brutal in the afternoon. You just slow down. You get a fan going. Just go on the couch or something. Fuck, everybody does it. You know, stop moving.
Yep.
Fucking
Smart.
Yeah, 4 o'clock. It starts to get reasonable again. Then you fucking, get back up and eat some more. Yeah, what do you want to be? Listen, boy mangiare. Yeah, says yes. Of course I do. I want to eat.
I
Mangiare.
hope you die.
Not
I hope you die
nap.
after the pickle tickle.
If it's a
Just
good
don't
one,
lay
that makes
down.
the cause of it, though. You're really going at it. Ah!
What a way to go, though.
You
The
guys
man
watch
dies
Survivor
in the
Man?
saddle.
You ever watch that one Survivor Man? He goes out
Yeah.
to that desert, and the locals did that. They just stopped moving. Like, I think it was like 10 to like 3 or some shit. And he did it. He was like, there's a
No
shade
move.
tree. It was in all that red sand.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And that was like, it was out of the
That's
don't
what I mean.
move. Don't even move, you know?
That's what I mean. They know how to deal with the heat. They
That's
don't.
right.
They don't work during it. They don't move. They barely move. They wear white and they stay in the
that
shade.
place.
And us Americans, we got to prove, we're
We're
Les
the
Stroud
man.
was great, right?
That's what made us
I
great.
liked him a lot. Nobody else does it like, you know what? Camping with Steve, that's Les Stroud. I like Les Stroud, and I ain't seen anybody I liked until Camping with Steve. So Steve ain't doing Les Stroud shit. But I mean, it's like that though, right?
He's entertaining.
He's just
He's a
doing
real
it
guy.
in town.
He's a real guy.
He's a real
That's the
guy
thing.
doing a real
He's a real
thing.
guy. This ain't some Hollywood made-for-TV reality TV show. It's just Steve taking cameras along with him, camping in weird places.
Did you ever go to Step 2?
Logan was giving
Yeah.
He has that
Step
one,
2.
like, it didn't work. First, there's a lot of traffic behind him, and he's having a hard time recording. And then when it gets to cooking, he brought he had the can, and it didn't fit. He goes, huh. So the whole thing's a bust. So he went that far. He went through all that, right? Probably got dropped off by his wife or whatever. And now he's stuck there all night anyway, but he's got no show.
He's got nowhere to camp. He's got nothing to eat.
Some of them are great, man.
Rogan was giving him a lot of shit, Les Stroud, when he started the Bigfoot stuff.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't pay attention to anything
Really?
after Survivor Man.
Joe Rogan, who kind of...
Yeah, Rogan. You ever see that episode when he's on Rogan? And there's another guy on there too. I don't know who the other guy is, but they started giving him all kinds of shit about the Bigfoot stuff. And Les Stroud ended up saying he played along for a while, and then he said, "I gotta go, guys." And he got up and left.
Wow.
Yeah. They were really drunk and shit, though. They were drunk and stoned, But yeah, they were like giving him a lot of shit about the Bigfoot stuff.
That's funny because, like, Joe Rogan believes in a lot of weird shit, too,
I know he does.
Conspiracy theories and whatnot. So, when
The
you
world is full of conspiracy theories.
Everything's a
Every time you get-
conspiracy.
Every time you get 2 or more people get together to dupe somebody else out of something, that's a conspiracy.
We
No, you
conspiring right now? Is this a
Yes.
conspiracy?
Yeah,
It is.
of course it is.
Holy fuck.
We conspire to think that we're amazing and that we're very witty
I
and
wouldn't go that far.
insightful.
Speak for
But
yourself.
we're conspiring. It's a conspiracy.
Trust me, man. You don't want the internet to notice us. You just don't.
Fame
Right.
would be the worst fucking thing that could happen to you.
It's like the evil eye, the Mallorca.
It's all right. Like we're teaching the robots how to behave. We got to throw in our 2 cents. You know what I mean? It can't be all.
You know what's
fucking...
worse? Think of this. My kids are teaching the robots how to behave.
Uh-oh. Teach your robots well.
Sequoia and Heron are teaching robots how to behave, teaching the AI.
So you, Mike, and you, Mike, and you, Judge, and all of you
That's
out
right.
there.
That's
So
right.
all of you, 10 people who look at our. Actually, it's only 2 people who look at our thing 5 times.
I don't know. Does
I
it
watch
count
it-
when you start
watch it
listening
once.
to when you watch the podcast or you listen to the podcast? Does it count if you turn it off and then come back to it?
Oh, I just
Does that
check
count
it
too?
right to see if I can hear it right, and it counts as a view.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So
it
every
doesn't
time you
take,
turn
if
it
you
on, it
ain't
counts as a-
nobody's sitting through this whole fucking thing. I don't think.
No.
So there's a
Unless
separate
it's a
count
stalker.
on
Unless
Spotify
somebody's
and
like
a separate
sharpening
one
their
on
knives while they
YouTube.
listen to us, I'm gonna kill all 4 of those motherfuckers.
Jesus. But it's a
Track
separate
them
count
down.
between YouTube and Spotify.
Fuck,
So
I
if
don't
you
know,
listen
man.
to it on
Oh, I
Spotify
quit.
Spotify?
I
and you
haven't
watch
done
it on
Spotify.
YouTube,
I ain't done that in a while. I uploaded
Oh.
a few. Nobody listened to, and plus it was I don't know. We're not.
So,
no.
so I could account for more than one view of them because I start them and turn them off a lot. You know, I mean, like I'll go somewhere and like I'll listen to like 10 minutes and then I'll like get back in the car and put it back on. You know,
I don't know. That might be
So I
still
could
the
account
first
for
view.
more.
Maybe it knows you're there and you're
it
slowly
does.
making it through it.
No,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
sometimes some weeks we get like 14 people, and you know there isn't 14 people listening to us. It's just like you guys turning the thing on and off a couple of times.
It's a government AI thing that watches and monitors and keeps track of people and what they're yapping about.
There's a CIA.
Sure,
There's one CIA agent who's assigned to us.
No, it's millions of
No, it's just
entities out there.
it's
There's
the
criminals,
AI
there's
that
all
was
kinds of
listening
people you
to
gotta worry
it.
about, not
Poor
just the
bastard,
CIA,
huh?
man.
it's phishing. The machine fishes and monitors and looks for keywords and phrases. And if it's something worth taking note, then they'll pass it on, and someone take a look at it, and they find out whether it's something that they should be concerned about or not.
Yeah, so be very
No.
careful what you say right now.
It's been like that for a while now.
Like
They've had
that
this thing.
before we were born, Joe.
The NSA have had this thing for years. No, yes, in concept it was.
No,
but
they
the
were
machine
recording
could do
phone
it.
calls
They've had
since after World War II. They started Australia, us, and Britain, and they came clean, like in the late '80s or early '90s. They just sat there
But
automated. They just sat there. Nobody was listening.
but
It was
the-
just in the middle of.
but they
Washington
didn't
State.
have the storage capacity until
stored everything.
it got to the
But they
late
couldn't
90s,
sort the
and they
data
had
yet, Judge.
because they can
That's-
store everything now. Everything has they store everything, and then they have computers just go through it and sift through it and see if they can find interesting data.
It was actually more
data points to
sophisticated than
worry
you would
about.
expect.
and they're gonna find it in your backyard.
They're going to
You'll
get
find
you.
me in my
They're going to
backyard.
find out about your rusty car, man, and they're going to
Oh no,
get
he
you.
modified his car.
Put tar paper on his for shingles.
He ate a gummy in a state park.
Oh, they're flying
Yes.
drones over you now.
Fuck you.
You see, they
Right.
got
Oh.
insurance companies come over your house to see if you're doing everything right, and they're dumping you if they don't like what they see, like moss on your roof and all this other shit.
Hey, did you ever have a insurance company make contact and he said, we saw part of your house was unpainted. If you don't get this painted, we're going to tax you or drop you as an insurance client. Did you ever have that?
No, but people are losing their insurance I get calls all the time now from California.
Yeah.
And I'm not even. I'm just. The company has insurance in the name, and it's after hours, so I get these people that just cold calling, desperately just trying anything with an I in it. For
Well,
homeowners
this isn't a marketing campaign. This is right from our insurance company. They says, well, we sent someone by your house to confirm that part of your house is unpainted, and if
Yeah.
you keep it unpainted, we're going to drop you as an insurance client.
Yep. They're using drones to do
Uh,
that, Judge.
You don't want to get
Yeah,
dropped.
right.
I
They're
got dropped
trying to.
because the insurance company itself went
Not
out of
trying,
business.
they are.
And when I went to get new insurance, I was in the risk pool because I got dropped. And I said, but they went out of business, not my fault. And they said, too bad, you got dropped. Now you pay extra.
I think we're about to get dropped too, buddy.
Yeah, we got about 35 seconds, 30 seconds.
Hey, wow, this went quick.
Oh.
Go,
Nice to
go
you guys.
Oilers,
Dave.
man.
Guys,
Go
man.
Oilers.
Oilers.
Go,
Oilers.
go, go.